Searching for El Dorado, the secret life we all want. Many persons have a wrong idea of what constitutes true happiness. It is not obtained through self-gratification, but through fidelity to a worthy purpose. It isn't money. It isn't gold, as El Dorado everybody thought. It is happiness. But happiness isn't drinking from the Kool-Aid. Happiness is a self-satisfaction of knowing you've done the best that you can do, that you can be the best person that you can be, that you're satisfied with what you have, not longing for what you don't have. It's a satisfaction with the journey that you're in, as well as the destination. So many people don't understand that the journey constitutes about 95% of the activity. You go to a baseball game and you watch this whole game for 2 hours, down to the last strike and the last out, and does your team win or not? You go home happy or sad based on your team winning. I was at a football game a couple seasons ago. I'm a Bomber supporter like Christopher, and we played, I think it was Carleton, and I was at the game, and we were winning. In the last second, Carleton kicked a goal and we lost. And my daughter and I went home like this, you know? And how different would we have been if that was just a point? Completely different. But the journey, we had a great time. We thoroughly enjoyed our 3 hours together at the football. The journey is so important to this. But I've spent so much of my life not happy through a lot of circumstance I'll cover through the book, that to be happy is so profoundly different than to not be happy. To be satisfied with what we have, not always longing for what we don't have. Teaching our children from a very young age to appreciate what they do have, not what they don't have. My kids have been told since they were this high, and they were reminded regularly that what they have is only because of what myself and my wife have achieved. It has nothing to do with them. When they're older and they grow up, what they have in their life will be because of what they do for themselves, what they bring to their life. So don't get all cocky with what you have compared to what other kids have. Appreciate what you have because we've given it to you. And I think it's a really important lesson. I think there are so many spoiled children out there. There are so many spoiled employees out there. People complain about the Gen Ys and the Millenniums. They're just the next generations coming through. They're just like everyone else before them. But they need to appreciate what they do have. And I think that's a really important lesson. Being happy is what it's about. If you can't be satisfied with what you have, what are you here for? What are you doing? I worked in a law firm. I've worked in accounting firms, the top of town, where all these partners work 60, 70, 80 hours a week. And I'm not kidding. And they're by the bar at 8 o'clock at night, and they never go home. And they complain about the fact they don't really have a family life, and their children don't really know them very well. And then they go on to their second marriage, and they have more kids, and they do the same thing. What makes you happy? What brings you satisfaction?